If you asked me a week ago what would be the next country for the Digital Nomad program, I would definitely not have said India. And here we are. From the 1st of July 2025, India was added on the list of the Czech Digital Nomad program. So now even Indians can apply for Digital Nomad visa. So congratulations. Surprising, because considering how in general the approach to Indian applicants is, then I would definitely not guess that, but it's there. So congratulations, Indians. I will tell you a bit more about the Digital Nomad program and especially about the Indian part of it, or the Indian version of it, because there is a significant thing, that small little detail that will anyway make it very difficult for Indians to get the Digital Nomad visa, but technically it's a possibility. So, but I will stick with me. You have to stick with me, or rewind the video if you're watching the recording, because I will tell you at the end of the live stream. Well, generally I want to first start with the rules of the Digital Nomad program in general. So first of all, the Digital Nomad program is not meant for all nationalities, only selected nationalities. I think now it's 10, 11 with India. So that's just 11 countries from the whole world. So only these can apply. Second is that it only applies to marketing and IT. So if you do anything else than IT and marketing, you cannot really apply, just IT and marketing. And then there are kind of two subsections. One is for employed digital nomads, which means that you have to be an employee of a company, and then the company working in IT or marketing, and that the company will let you work from the Czech Republic. Actually, I have just realized there might be other potential problems with the Indian applications, but I'll get back to it in a second. And then the other option is that you're a freelancer in marketing or IT, and that you will be working as a freelancer from the Czech Republic. But there is one big but for these two options. Basically, especially for the freelance option, you cannot have 7 small clients who only or your own I don't know, website where you sell something or whatever, if it's related to marketing. You generally should have one big client that pays you most of the money, because you will need support from either your employer or from your client. Without their contribution, you cannot really get the Digital Nomad program, or the Czech Digital Nomad visa. Because the thing is that for both the applications, you basically need to get a statement either from your employer saying that they are of a certain size. There are some limits, I believe they need to have at least 50 employees internationally, and that they will pay you high enough salary, and that you can work from abroad, all that. So you need to get something confirmed from the company you're working for, from the employer. For a freelancer, that's basically the same thing. You're just not getting the confirmation from an employer, but from your client. But if you have 20 small clients, they would kind of all need to sign the statement for you, saying that you will be working with them for a year in the Czech Republic, blah, 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 blah. And that's still kind of questionable if that would be enough for the Ministry of Industry and Trade in the Czech Republic. So generally, you can only apply if you're in IT or marketing, and you have a full-time job with one company, either as an employee or as a freelancer. You have one main client. That's the general thing. I've done a detailed video about the Digital Nomad program and all the rules somewhere sometime before or some time ago. So just go to my channel and search for it. That's all the general rules. Now I'm trying to focus on the Indian kind of side of it and kind of maybe the most important details. Not that you need a proof of accommodation for 1 year and 2 passport size photos. That's not the point of the video. But I've done it in the other video. And Now, the potential complications you are all waiting for with the Indian applicants for the Digital Nomad visa program in the Czech Republic. One thing is that your salary must be at least 1.5 of Czech national average salary. So generally now it's around 70,000 crowns a month. So the question is, if, I don't know, maybe now I'm like completely ignorant and I have no idea, but from my perspective, you might not necessarily meet the requirement if you work for an Indian company. Guys, like, say fuck you, Jan, if that's stupid and you're making way more money than in the Czech Republic. But my idea would be that you would get paid less in India for the same job as you would do in the Czech Republic. If that's not the case, I'm really sorry, and like feel free to like punch me in the face. But potentially that could be one complication. But if you work for a US company, or if you work for a Canadian company, British company, and you already work as a digital nomad, that could potentially be fine. But the second more important problem would be that there is a quota for how many people can apply yearly. And the quota is basically 12 people, 12 or 24? 24, I think, 24 people for the employee version of it, and 24 people a year for the freelance version of it. So yearly, only 48 Indians can apply. Does not mean get, it's not guaranteed that you will get the visa, but you can at least apply. So 48 people in total, which is not really much. If how many inhabitants India has? 1.5 billion now. So 48 people out of that. So that could potentially be the more significant complication, that basically 2 people a month can apply for the digital nomad visa as employees, and 2 people a month can apply as freelancers. So that would be the 2 potential complications I can see there. But other than that, it's great news. And also it might change, the rules might change in the future, because the ministry is trying. They started the digital nomad program in general 2 years ago. And at that point it was only IT, and it was only, say, 7 nationalities. Then they added marketing, and then they added 2 more countries, and now they added India. So it's kind of developing, and the ministry is testing how it's working. And so the rules might be different like a year from now. So maybe more Indians will be able to apply. Maybe less if you like fake the applications and like make any trouble in the Czech Republic, whatever. They might cancel it for Indians completely, or for any other nationality for that matter. The point is that the program is always developing, and it's very fresh. It's like 2 years old. So this is the first information I have for you, and then I might update it like a couple months from now or a year from now, because that might be different then. So now let's see if we have any questions about the digital nomad visa. If the question is not about the digital nomad visa, I will not be answering it today, because this is a topic specific live stream, not an open Q&As live stream. So let's go, let's see. Tinsay, hello Jan, please have nominated in student regime. Unfortunately, or sorry, I will not be answering that today. Hill Tracker, how to find a job in hotel industry, I will not be answering that today now either, but I've done a video about the best ways to find a job in the Czech Republic, so you can go to my channel and find it there. Nejat, dobrý den, what are my rights if I get fired from my job? This would be best to discuss with a lawyer, and I will not be answering that now. Is it gross or net salary? Is it possible to meet the salary requirement? Yes, it is gross. They need to basically state that they will be paying you this amount of money for the next year, or for however long you want to get the visa. Yeah, but it's gross. So that's good, because it is possible to meet the salary requirement. So that's great. That's good news. Okay, guys, thank you very much. There are no further questions regarding this topic. So thank you very much for being here. If you think this might be useful for someone, send it to them, like, comment, you know the drill, subscribe, check my profile somewhere, I don't know where still, for other videos of similar nature, Czech immigration and living here. And I'll see you again Monday, Thursday, Monday, Thursday, until the end of the world. Good night, guys. Bye-bye.